Most people think you can just buy a piece of land, drop a manufactured home on it, and sell it for a profit, but that's not how it works. I bought 3 lots in Riverside County, and let me tell you, between the permits, septic, utilities, and fees, this process can make or break your deal. In this video, I'm breaking down everything it actually takes to develop land, place a brand new manufactured home on that land step by step, so you don't make expensive mistakes. Hey, what's going on? It's Frank A. And if you're new to this channel, I focus on manufactured homes, land development, and real estate investing, especially here in Riverside County. Right now, I'm actively developing 3 lots with the goal of placing new manufactured homes on them and selling them to end buyers. So everything I'm sharing is real, current, and happening right now. This is going to be an ongoing series, so let's get to it. So here's where I'm at in the process. I've already purchased the lots. I've got the perk test completed. I verified that there's city water available. There's also electricity poles nearby. And right now I'm working on getting the septic system approved with the county. Once the septic system is approved, I can move forward with submitting plans to the city and paying all required fees. Let's talk about something that surprises a lot of people, and those are the city fees I just mentioned. Depending on your area in Riverside County, you're going to run into developmental impact fees, building permit fees, school fees, mitigation fees, transportation fees, and these fees can add up quickly. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars in some cases. So before you even buy land, you need to factor this into your numbers. Now, every area is going to be different. So follow up with your city, follow up with your counties to figure out what these costs, if there are any involved, what they're going to be. Next up, utilities. This is a big one. We're going to need approvals and pay for a water meter, electric meter, power pole, and depending on your lot, this can be very simple or very expensive. This is why during escrow, you want to confirm as much as you can up front. Now let's talk about actually developing the land. This is where the project really starts to come together. You'll need, at least this is what I'm working on with my projects. You're going to need to grade the land. You're going to need to install a septic system. You're going to need to build a carport if required by the city. I'm going to be installing a gravel driveway, some basic landscaping, the HVAC system, and placing the home on piers with a permanent foundation. Now, a lot of people only think about the house, but everything around the home is just as important. Here's a quick checklist. So your escrow checklist is this. Check to see if there's city water available, or if you'll need a well. If there's city water, figure out what size meter you'll need. Check for city sewer, or if you'll need a septic. Get a perk test done and confirm the soil can handle septic. Go to city planning and ask about setbacks, garage requirements, permits, and fees. If you're outside the city limits, you can go to the county instead. Check if the property is in a flood zone. There's FEMA maps available online. You can just simply Google FEMA flood maps and they'll pop up there. You enter in the address or your parcel number and you can see if your land falls within the flood zone. Quick tip, make sure your escrow period is long enough to complete your perk test. Because if the land doesn't pass, it can completely kill your project. And you don't want to find that out after you close. Now, ordering the manufactured home. While in escrow, I contacted a local mobile home dealer. And this is something I highly recommend you do. Most dealers are going to have inventory you can walk. They can help you choose the right home for you along with finishes and connect you with transportation companies and installation crews. They basically help build out your team. Now, matching the home and septic. Here's something a lot of people don't realize. Your perk engineer and your mobile home dealer will actually help determine what size of home you can place on your land and what septic system is required for that home. Everything needs to match. You can't just pick up any home you want. The land dictates what's possible. Now, putting it all together. So once everything's approved, septic's approved, the plans are submitted, fees are paid, utilities are approved, then you move into land development. So you grade the land, you get the home scheduled to be delivered, You work with your installers to get the installation, to marry the home together, to get it on the piers. You work on your final inspections, and eventually you're ready to sell to an end buyer. This process is not simple. There are a lot of moving parts, and every city and county has different requirements. But if you do it right, this can be one of the best ways to create value in real estate, especially here in Riverside County, where there's a big demand for affordable housing. If you got value from this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment if you're thinking about developing land or placing a manufactured home. I'd love to hear what you're working on, and I'll keep documenting this entire project so you could see exactly how it plays out for me from start to finish. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Frank A. out. I'm not gonna say that.